Thanks for stopping by, everyone. My name is Jeff, and in today's video, we are going to initiate coverage on Liberty Health Sciences, ticker symbol LHSIF, and the Canadian listing is LHS.CN. This video was very highly requested from subscribers. I know I've gotten maybe 6 or 7 different people ask me about Liberty Health. And so I wanted to take a little while, kind of research them, start tracking the stock, keep up with a little bit of news, kind of educate myself a little bit about before I publish this video. So I hope what I got put together for you is good, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content or updates. And if you enjoy this video, guys, please give it a huge thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Alright, so let's just start by getting a little background. Liberty Health Sciences is a pharmaceutical company. Their headquarters is located in Toronto, Canada, and they were founded in the year 2011. So, this is fairly new company, has not been in existence very long, only about 7 to 8 years. So I'm on the Liberty Health Sciences website, guys, and I just got to mention this really before I go any further. I've done research on so many different marijuana companies. Like I said, Tilray, Canopy, Aurora, Aphria, the list goes on, and all these websites kind of have the same feel and the same vibe to them. Sometimes I'm looking at one and I can't tell, one from the other. Like when Tilray, the first time I looked at Tilray's website, it really stood out to me. It made an impression on me. And since then, I've just noticed that they all kind of look and are advertised, and they kind of sell themselves the same way across the board. They all kind of have the same feel to them. And let's face it, guys, they're in the business of medicating people, okay? And marijuana is a medicine, cannabis is a medicine. A lot of people would say, hey, they're getting people high. However you want to look at it, that is what they're in the business of doing. But let's just take a look here, guys. So through our diverse collection of pharmaceutical grade cannabis products, we aim to improve our customers' quality of life and help them discover newfound freedom. But here is some of the brands they offer right here, guys. Of course, the one I recognize here is Aphria. Some of these other ones I am not too familiar with, but we will take a quick look at their products in just a moment. Strategically located in numerous locations in Florida, our Liberty Health Sciences Cannabis Education Centers offer best-in-class medical cannabis and patient care. We go above and beyond industry standards to ensure that your medical cannabis is clean, safe, and pure. Every patient situation is unique, which is why we provide a diverse assortment of products carefully selected to help everyone lead a better quality of life. Our patient care team is thoroughly educated on medical cannabis and are committed to providing guidance and continued support throughout the entire patient experience. So right here, guys, we got the list of their products that they offer. Come over here, it looks like we got a Balance oral spray. They have Balance capsules. Now it looks like they're a little bit more involved with the vaporizers, okay, that Aphria makes, okay? So they have a disposable vaporizer unit, a Balance vaporizer cartridge. So, like I mentioned a minute ago, all of these companies that I've researched on, they all kind of have the same feel to them, but now the products do kind of separate themselves, and especially location. This company seems to be more in the capsule and vaporizers. And of course, guys, this is a stock analysis video, so right here, let's click on their investor relations and check that out for just a moment. So I guess, guys, they're using this as kind of a sales pitch for investing into the stock, but the opportunity, its significant growth opportunity exists in the emerging cannabis markets due to increasing industry acceptance and patients' use in favorable regulatory environment. Now, this is what I was just talking about a moment ago. 8 states in the U.S. do or will permit recreational cannabis, while 29 states do or will permit medical cannabis, okay? But there's still a lot of states that don't participate in either one of these. So Liberty Health could really stand to benefit in the United States, like I said, as long as they stay grounded and they stay relevant here in the United States and continue to expand. This might be one of the bigger companies, in the long run. Now, I kind of like some of this stuff right here, guys. This is the kind of stuff I'm interested in reading when I go go to these websites. So they have the fastest growing industry in the United States with over 300,000 projected jobs by 2020. That is impressive. They have a legal market worth an estimated $7.2 billion in 2016, projected to grow at a compound annual rate of 17%. Of course, medical cannabis sales are projected to grow from $4.7 billion in 2016 to $13.3 billion in 2020. Now, when we start breaking this stock down fundamentally, we'll go back to 2016 and kind of track the stock's movement. So Liberty Health is trading around 69 cents currently, guys. And so all legendary investors are always going to tell you, don't waste your time investing into penny stocks. Now see, I have a very different outlook on it. All companies had to start somewhere, and some of the best companies and biggest companies in the world, they started off as penny stocks. What we really have to do here is absorb some of the risk that's associated with these penny stocks, with these smaller market cap companies. You don't want 100% of your portfolio invested into Liberty Health Sciences. You would just be absorbing too much risk. There's always that chance a penny stock will not make it. But I think they have a really unique service. Like I said, they've already penetrated the United States, and that is something I'm very bullish on about them. So I would like to allocate a little bit of money to be invested in Liberty Health. Now let's take a look at the stock fundamentally. Liberty Health has a $238 million market cap with a $220 million enterprise value. Obviously, they're not going to show for trailing and forward PEs. They don't have a PE ratio because they are not yet a profitable company. This is something right here on a 52-week scale. They're actually down 67%. I would say a lot of that is due to the big, massive fall in the stock indexes. Whether you're a retail investor or institutional investor, when the market starts to crash off, probably the first positions you're going to let go is your penny stocks, your smaller cap stocks that you worry about their survival, where you're going to hold, your bigger companies, your mega cap companies, and like I said, also stocks that pay dividends. Liberty Health does not pay a dividend. Again, guys, pretty much the same story. No profit margin, negative on operating margin, and no management effective statistics to really look at here. Now, this is pretty impressive. The quarterly revenue growth, guys, is 4,619%. Like I said, a lot of these up-and-coming marijuana companies have massive quarterly revenue growth. That's why I feel like they are a good investment, and they can get themselves to a place where they are profitable. Then, of course, I always make a habit of checking out the balance sheet. The balance sheet can really tell you about their survival, and here's why. Because you always want a company that is this fundamentally flawed to have more cash than debt. And yes, Liberty Health qualifies there. They have $19.62 million of cash and only $7.51 million of debt. So that is very positive in my opinion. So right here is the 2-year chart on Liberty Health, guys, and I gotta say, this chart pattern does not give me that textbook look of a company that I would invest in. However, it is really kind of unfair to track a company's progress if you go off the last few months of 2018. Like I said, as the major indexes have gotten hit and so hard, I would really hate to grade a company on its movement in 2018. Now, it did have a really good year in 2017. Like I said, trading up as high as $2.30 in early 2018, but has failed to recover since. Really it's traded down. Looks like back in August got as low as 47 cents, and now it has recovered a little bit going into October and November, and now it has fell back off again. So again, if you are going to invest in this company, my suggestion would just be to allocate a smaller amount of money. If you are overly heavy in marijuana stocks, you might want to think about passing this one by. But if you are in the market for marijuana stocks, I would definitely try to make a little room for this, because I do think they have a future. Things in the United States have not progressed as fast as they have in Canada. That's probably why you're not seeing the big movement compared to an Aurora Cannabis or a Canopy Growth or a company like that. The companies that are more dominant here in the United States, it's going to be slower. It's going to take more time because there's still so many restrictions, and there's still just so many states that do not permit any marijuana use, medical or recreational. Another thing to keep in mind with all these companies, guys, if you are going to invest in them, is keep your ear very close to the news feed, okay? So when you do buy a position in these stocks, I've noticed a lot of people have come and we've had a lot of conversations, whether it's here or Facebook or wherever. People invest into these companies and they're just completely lost on what is going on. So if you are going to invest, in some of these higher risk marijuana companies, I highly suggest to stay very plugged into the news. Find, a couple of different websites and try to cross-reference as often as you possibly can, okay? Because a lot of these companies, guys, they run on big news and then they kind of tend to drop when there's not any news pushing them, okay? They are all still very early in the stages of development, so it's hard to really nail down what they're going to be and what they're not going to be. Can I sit here and guarantee you in 10 years from now, Liberty Health is going to be a dominant player in the marijuana space? No, I cannot. But I do think they are positioned strategically to really benefit, like I said, from the penetration of being in the United States. But anyways, this article was published on the 20th of December, guys. Liberty Health Sciences to launch Zentient Labs CBD portfolio of products, okay? So the article goes on to say a provider of high-quality cannabis today announced the launch of Zentient Labs, a line of premium hemp-based CBD products made from a proprietary formula of ultra-high-quality CBD, nutricidals, and vitamins that promote energy and focus for wellness seekers. So that is kind of cool, that they're trying to do a blend of products, like I said, that increase energy and focus, but also getting, the medical benefits of the CBD. And this next article just goes on to say that the CBD market is experiencing dramatic growth and is predicted to grow to $2.1 billion in consumer sales by the year 2020. With $450 million of those sales coming from hemp-based sources. So when you read that statement and you kind of look at that objectively, yes, that would tell you, all of these companies are a very good investment. But just keep in mind, there is a lot of competition and there's a lot of companies that are competing against each other. But I just want to emphasize the importance of news and breaking news. Like I said, a lot of times you will see these stocks just kind of randomly running up for no apparent reason, and then you might go back, do a little research, and find it is pushed by news. Okay, so that's another thing. Most of these companies are being pushed by news and not necessarily by fundamental growth. So that's all I've got for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, drop me a comment. Tell me what you're thinking about Liberty Health. Have you invested in this company, or are you waiting for the right time to invest in this company? Drop a like on this video. It really helps me out and I appreciate that. And thanks for watching.